We've got our rescue team conducting our monthly training, and the topic this month just so happened to be ice rescue. And right now we've got some pretty unique conditions out on the river. With the cold snap we had a couple weeks ago, we've got quite a bit of varied ice conditions out here. One stretch of river might have shelf ice with 15 to 20 feet of open current running down the middle, and then shelf ice on the other side. And some, 200 yards downstream, you could have ice all the way across the river. So it just presents some unique hazards for us, and especially, living in a community like Missoula with people out walking their dogs along the trail by the river. We've had some past experiences where dogs have ventured out on the ice and went through the ice or have got caught out on the river. So we know we just need to be prepared for any kind of scenario. And if we aren't prepared to even go get animals that are on the river in distress, know that their owners will go out and try to rescue their pets. So it's better to have, someone like us that have the equipment and prepared to do that, rather than somebody with no protective clothing or no training to do that. So that's kind of why we're out here today, just getting crews familiar with.
Okay. So specifically, Derek, tell me what exactly you do, what kind of equipment you use, and what kind of scenarios you're practicing on.
Well, we're pretty fortunate to have some pretty good equipment. We have dry suits and warm weather equipment, life jackets, helmets, personal protective gear on all our frontline engines. So basically, anytime we get a call or anywhere in the city, we have engines that are equipped with ice rescue gear on the engines themselves, with, like I said, rescue gear and throw ropes. And then specific to ice rescue, we have a cataract, which is a raft with the two pontoons kind of on each side with a frame on it that enables the crews to push out on shelf ice and then row in the river. It's pretty maneuverable, can get across the shelf ice, and that's what we use to rescue people in the river on the shelf ice. So,
all right, have you had the opportunity to actually do any rescues this winter yet?
Not that I'm aware of yet. Most winters, we do get, like I said, some animal rescues, some dogs that venture in the water and fall through the ice. And we have had numerous rescues in the past where people have gotten in trouble out on the ice or in the water. So the best thing for us is just kind of be prepared for that, and it can kind of happen anytime. So sure. This year we've been fortunate; we haven't had any yet.
Okay, so any advice for folks who are doing just what you're saying out by the river on these cold days? Any advice for them?
Well, the main thing is just ice might look safe, but any ice that has moving water on it underneath it can be very hazardous. If you were venturing out on the ice, it's hard to tell, how thick the ice is underneath, and if you were to fall through in any kind of current, that current could, sweep you away and take you under the ice. So that's pretty dangerous, and we just recommend people just to stay off the ice, period, especially in moving water, and then keeping track of their pets, just making sure their dogs are safe, try to keep them off the ice as well.